What's going on, guys? My name's Jeff and this is Mad Hatter's Reef, and today we're going to be taking a look at the eKoral Aquarium controller. What's going on, guys? My name is Jeff and this is Mad Hatter's Reef, and if you're new to the channel, this is where I talk about everything reef tank related. So if you love reef tanks like I do, gently press that subscribe button in the face. What's going on, guys? It's not Sunday, but alright, we're gonna do a video anyways, and today is a very special edition of Mad Hatter's Reef. We are going to be taking a look at the new aquarium controller called eKoral, more specifically the eKoral Pro. So if this is something that you've been waiting for, taking a look at the eKoral, sit back, relax, get some popcorn and a beverage, and let's get after it. Alright, guys, so we're going to start off with taking a look at what you get when you buy the eKoral Pro, which we have a couple different boxes here to look at, but first we're going to take a look at the core. The one thing to note is you have your choice between the gold and the black. That I have the black model, but that gold is pretty awesome. It's a little bit bigger than I expected. First, I want to get my hands on the core here. That's your power. I'm going to have to go through and read what these guys are for, but then you have your pH, your ORP, and your salinity probes. So these 8 plugins right here are for light, pumps, and temperature probes. Then these 2 plugs, 1 and 2 over here, for the level sensor, which is pretty unique here on the eKoral. And then you got some USB plugs here. These are all stickers, so that's cool. So you can put that essentially on the back of your core, and then it's always going to tell you exactly what you got there. Alright, this is for calibrating your salinity. I'm guessing that's the power for the core. That's how you mount it right there. You got a mount system. You got some number of different connection options, so that's neat. Now I believe this is the water sensor, which is pretty unique. I don't know if it's exactly sonar or not, but most water level sensors have a float valve, and this one uses some type of echo technology to read the depth of the water, so it knows to kick on your auto top off. Then you have your 4 probes. So you got pH, ORP, temperature, and salinity. So that's a quick look at the what you're getting into with the Pro. So you got your core unit. You have the power and all the calibration fluids in there, and you have some stickers that you can put on the back of that so you know what's what. Then you have your probes. Then you have the eKoral water level sensor, which I believe uses sonar or something to the effect of that to measure the level of the water in your tank, which is absolutely amazing and definitely unique. So that was a look at the base unit core. Then you have the EK Power 6. In the first box that we just looked at, you have the EK core. In this box, you get your EK Power 6, and let's take a look at what you get with that. The mounting system's built right into it. It's got some type of like rubberized footing on there, which is pretty interesting. I believe it's intended to hang like that. It's supposed to sit like that on your board. It's got a switch right there. Easy to understand. Numbering feels pretty well built. Good amount of cordage. That was the EK6. Alright, so here is what you can expect to come with your eKoral Pro setup. You have your EK Power 6, your EK core, the probes. You have your pH, ORP, temp, and salinity. Then you have your water level sensor. Underneath your core, you have all your calibration fluids as well as a power cord for the core unit. Pretty interesting concept. I really like the packaging, and I really like the design. First impressions on the overall design, I'm really impressed with it. I think it kind of goes well together. Hang tight, and we're going to go ahead and plug in the eKoral, get it set up on the Wi-Fi. Alright, so what we're going to do is first set up the EK core, and to do that, what you need to do is take your power cord and plug it into the EK core. Now when you first plug it in, your power light's going to come on, your status light will be on. What you need to wait for is when your status and Wi-Fi light are blinking, and it takes about 2 minutes for that to happen. 2 indicator lights are flashing. Alright, so we have both our status and Wi-Fi light flashing. We're going to go to our app, set up an account, and then we're going to allow it to send notifications once you log in. And then we are going to hit the add button to add a new EK core. It's going to give you some directions here, and basically it's telling you what I just talked about with these 2 lights flashing. So we're going to go ahead and hit that, and then the next button, and it's checking Bluetooth settings. So right now a QR code, what it's looking for. There is one on the back of your core. So all you're going to do, and it's ready to set up. That is pretty slick in my book. So we're gonna go and put this guy on the 220, and we're gonna create a secret code. None of you guys can see my secret code. Configuring your EK core. So it's setting up right now. That's a pretty awesome deal right there. Now it wants to set up the Wi-Fi, so right now it's looking for my Wi-Fi, which a bunch of them should pop up. Alright, so I just selected my Wi-Fi, put in the password, hit save, and there it is. We just successfully added this core to the app, so I can now control everything that the EK core will do for my tank on the app now. That was pretty painless, and I gotta say, I have used other, and I'm going to use the words, I'm going to quote that. I've used other controllers that are not nearly as user-friendly as this guy is. I'm very impressed with that so far. Alright, so we have successfully paired our EK core with our app and have configured our core. When you come to your app now, you have a couple options. Obviously it's going to try to force a calibration, but we're not ready for that right yet. What it is going to want to do is to set up your eK6. So now we have this guy over here, which is our eK6. So the first step in pairing your eK6 to your core is plugging in the eK6, and then you have this little switch right here. We're going to go ahead and turn that guy on. And it's going to take a couple minutes for this to kind of go through its startup. And when the Wi-Fi flashing, it's time to go into your app and then set up your eK6 with your core. Our Wi-Fi indicator is now flashing, so it's time to pair it up with the core. We're going to go back to our app and go to eK6. We're going to hit the plus button, and again it's going to give you the instructions that we just talked about. It needs to have the Wi-Fi flashing for it to work. Click your button there, it's flashing slowly. Hit the next button, and now's the fun part. So you actually can literally go into this and pick what preset is going to be on what plug. So let's say for plug 1, we're going to have that as a chiller. So number 1's a chiller. Plug 2, we're going to go ahead and have that be our heater. Then we're going to go into plug 3, we're going to have that be lighting. So we've gone through and selected each plug and what it's going to represent on our eK6. And then we're going to configure it. It's going to take a couple seconds for that to catch up. It is done configuring, and it has all our selections that we made, and it also indicates how many watts it's currently, which plug is currently using. It's really good. I like that. And at this point, if you wanted to add another eK6, you could. And if you wanted to go through and make some adjustments, all you have to do is hit that wrench, and it's going to open up all your preset. Really user friendly. I'm very impressed with it. Impressed with everything so far, to be honest with you. We are looking at our home screen. Obviously we selected our 220, and if you had multiple EK cores or multiple complete setups or different aquariums with them, you could just go in and select which one you want, and it's going to refresh the data, and it's going to bring you to the home screen where you can take a quick snapshot of what actually is happening in your aquarium, which is always very useful. I gotta say, from what I'm seeing, outside of a little bit of refreshing, it's very snappy. Another thing too is you see right here, you can hook up a webcam to it. So I would imagine if you had a camera connected there, you could hit that and it's going to start showing you your tank. That's really awesome. Down at the bottom, you have a couple different things you can do. You have obviously, your device settings, your EK core settings. You can go into calibration. That's how we would calibrate our probes. You can select the different Wi-Fi, app settings. You can get your updates, you can diagnose your system. There's an absolute ton of things available at your fingertips. Really wanted to just look at this product and see what exactly it has to offer. I'm very, very impressed with the setting up of the eKoral as far as the configuration and the pairing with the app, as well as the pairing with the eK6. Next week's video, we're going to have another special Wednesday video where we are putting the EK on the tank, putting the probes, calibrating the probes, putting them into the tank, and seeing how well this guy operates. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for today's video. Next week we're going to be doing the second part of this video. We're going to take a look at calibrating the probes as well as physically installing it in the aquarium. So if you're looking forward to that, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're new to Mad Hatter's Reef, and the bell so you can be notified when that video comes out. Now for those of you that have made it this far in the video, I have a special little surprise for you. The folks over at eKoral gave me 2 coupon codes. One is $50 off the starter kit, and then we have $100 off the eKoral Pro, which both products go on sale today on the eKoral website, which I have also put in the description below. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for today's video. I want to thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed our look at the eKoral Pro. If you want to grab one, there are links down in the description, and grab yourself one of those coupon codes so you can save yourself some money. Maybe go buy yourself a coral after. That's going to do it for today. I want to thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you next time right here with a brand new video.